dash cams have come a long way in recent years. If you're still relying on an older 1080p model, you're missing out on more than just sharper footage. Modern dash cams offer larger image sensors, better low-light performance, faster wireless connectivity, and smarter parking surveillance that can make a real difference when it matters most. The 70mai A810 Lite is one of the newest models designed to bring those improvements together in a compact, easy-to-use package. We've spent some time testing it to find out whether it's a worthwhile upgrade, or if your current dash cam is still enough. Let's take a closer look. Let's start with the unboxing. As you can see, everything in the box looked neatly organized. Inside the box, we get the front and rear cameras and some extra sticky pads to mount the cameras. And yeah, the user manual right here. It does come with a 64 gigs memory card. That's nice to see because memory's not cheap these days, so always good to see it include that. As far as the cameras, well, it labels the buttons on the sticker, but once we remove it, the camera has a nice clean look without any printed labels. So we think it only takes a little time to get familiar with the button layout. Here on the right side, we have our DC in and then our AV in, which will connect to the rear camera. This is our mount here, and it does rotate really nice though. Then we have our power button over here and our SD card slot. There you can see the lens, and that actually is a pretty big lens for a dash cam. So we're really hoping that means the video quality is going to be really good, as they claim it's a 4K Ultra HD dash cam. We also got this 70mai CPL filter and the hardwire kit along with the dash cam. But just so you know, these are optional accessories and are sold separately, so they don't come in the standard package. Now, picking up the A810 Lite, the thing that stood out to us wasn't that it looked flashy. Instead, it has a very clean design, which we honestly prefer for a dash cam. The camera is mostly plastic, but honestly, that's pretty common for dash cams. Well, this Lite version is actually like the size of a credit card. The overall footprint is still quite compact. And this 3.18-inch IPS display is another nice touch. Well, it's not a touchscreen. Instead, there are dedicated physical buttons below the screen to control the dash cam. Here, the IPS panel itself looks sharp with good viewing angles, and the rear camera follows the same simple design. It doesn't try to look premium, but it's lightweight and easy to position. Getting the A810 Lite installed was actually easier than we expected. Basically, everything we need to install the dash cam is already here, so we don't really have to hunt for extra accessories before our first drive. For a basic setup, it's pretty much a plug-and-play experience. We mounted the front camera on the windshield, connected it to the included USB-C car charger, installed the rear camera, and then routed both cables around the headliner using the included trim tool. And it doesn't take long to hide every cable properly. Since the 140-degree wide-angle front camera covers a broad view of the road, we didn't have to spend much time making tiny angle adjustments to get the framing right. Now, once it's hardwired, we unlock features like 24-hour parking surveillance, which we'll talk about later. After everything was connected, the camera powered on immediately and guided us through the initial setup. We simply formatted the included 64GB micro SD card, selected a few basic options, and within minutes the camera was ready to record. From there, the rest of the setup happens through the companion app, which honestly makes the whole experience much more convenient. The companion app is something we've always liked about 70mai products, and the A810 Lite continues that experience. Pairing the camera was quick. We just scanned the QR code, connected through Wi-Fi 6, and within moments we had access to both the live camera view and all the settings. Most of the settings are exactly where you'd expect them to be. We could adjust the 4K front camera recording options, enable or disable audio recording, set loop recording, change parking surveillance preferences, and review emergency videos directly from the app. It also lets us download footage to our phones, and transferring clips is noticeably faster than older dash cams we've used. Even large 4K videos didn't leave us waiting around for long. We also liked that the camera itself is just as easy to operate, and navigating the menus feels natural with the physical buttons. On top of that, voice control is available for supported languages. It's one of those features you may not use every day, but when you're driving, it's definitely more convenient than reaching for the camera. Alright, now let's take a look at the dash cam quality here. The default setting records video in 1-minute clips, which we would leave as it is. It makes downloading any single moment we need much easier than wading through long files. During the day, the 4K front camera captures plenty of detail, and the super night vision does a great job as lighting conditions change, and features like HDR, dual channel recording, plus the available parking surveillance all come together to make this feel like a dependable everyday dash cam. From our experience, this was one of the biggest improvements we noticed. On plenty of 4K dash cams we've tested, the footage looks good while it's playing, but the moment we pause it, the image becomes a bit grainy, making road signs or license plates harder to read. With the 70mai, the footage stayed noticeably sharper, even when we froze the frame. We think the larger front lens plays a big part in that, helping capture finer details more clearly. Now, you may notice some windshield reflections during our drive, but that was simply because we were testing on a very bright, sunny day. After spending time with the front camera, we also checked the 1080p rear camera, and it performs exactly how we'd expect for everyday driving. The footage is clear enough to capture what's happening behind the vehicle, whether you're sitting in traffic, changing lanes, or backing into a parking space. During the day, cars, road signs, and lane markings are easy to recognize, and the colors stay fairly natural without looking overly processed. At night, while it doesn't deliver the same level of detail as the 4K front camera, which is completely expected, it still records clean, usable footage that provides valuable context in case of an incident. For a rear camera that's designed to complement the front unit, we think it does its job really well. One feature we genuinely ended up appreciating was the parking security, but it's worth mentioning that you'll need the optional hardwire kit to unlock it. During testing, the collision detection worked exactly as expected, automatically saving a protected clip whenever the car was bumped while parked. We actually preferred using the time-lapse parking mode since it records continuously while using very little storage, making it much easier to scroll through hours of footage if something happens. We did find the highest sensitivity setting a little too aggressive though, triggering clips over bigger bumps and hard door closes, so dropping it down one level made the experience much more reliable. The optional 4G kit is another standout. Once connected with a data SIM, we could check the car's live location, view the cameras remotely, and receive instant notifications whenever the camera detected an impact or movement. For anyone who regularly parks on the street or leaves their car unattended for long periods, having that extra layer of remote monitoring definitely gave us more peace of mind than we expected. After spending time with 70mai A810 Lite, we found it to be a dependable dash cam that gets the fundamentals right. Setup is quick, the companion app is easy to navigate, and once it's installed, it starts recording automatically every time you hit the road. The biggest highlight, however, is the image quality, delivering impressively clear footage for its price. If you're looking for an affordable dash cam that combines sharp video, practical smart features, and a straightforward user experience, the 70mai A810 Lite is well worth considering. If you'd like to learn more or check the latest pricing, we've included links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.